Hello everyone, here we are at the Cohuna licensed post office. I'm with Paul Donnett, who runs the post office with his beautiful wife and business partner, Greta, and their staff are all here hiding in the tea room, I think, aren't they?
Yeah,
because they don't really want to be.
They're all a bit shy, so
that's all right. That's fair enough. We'll get everyone used to it. And thank you so much for agreeing to do this, Paul. I did surprise you. Was that late last night and said, would you willing to do it?
That's okay. No worries.
Yeah, that's good. Because I didn't want to come and do it last week. I thought you guys would be absolutely off your heads with packages and parcels and all that sort of stuff. So I thought, that's probably a good time to do it now with you here. So
the last month has been ridiculous. So a lot quieter this week. I think everyone's just a bit more relaxed and got all their shopping out of the road and just chilling out. But before long, school will start and we'll be back into it.
That's right. You've got all the school starting supplies and things. So
bit of stationery and whatnot. Yeah.
It's good to be able to come here and just get anything you want. Like I often run out of printer ink and think, oh my goodness, and I come down here and even for my Cohuna Co printer, which is a little bit outside the box, it's not just one of the standard ones, Greta rustled around out the back and amazingly had one of the ink cartridges here and really got me out of a pickle.
Yeah,
so
if we haven't got stock, we can get it in for you. It's hard to keep every line, but we can search high and low with our supplies and generally meet people's needs.
Yeah, that's the thing. And people were trying to encourage people to sort of, think local first. The other day I've got to renew my kids' passports and I was online and I was having so much trouble and I thought, I'm just going to go to the post office because Paul and Greta will actually know.
Well, that's right. You can do it online or just come in and see us and we can help you sort of through the process. It's either, get the forms directly from us or apply online, as you say.
Yeah. Well, don't let me forget to get the forms off you because I'll need to fill them out shortly.
No worries.
Before February. That'll come around pretty quick.
Yeah.
But it's good. That's one of the things, like you guys have so much here. You have so many services that people don't even probably realise.
Yeah, we've sort of broken the, you could break the business up into sort of three areas. I guess there's the retail side of things. We're sort of limited by shop space. So, we've got some giftware, cards, a lot of our Australia Post stock as well as supplies for parcel and, letter services. So there's the retail side of things. There's also the transactional side of things, over-the-counter services, I guess, where we can do your working with children checks, like Amy said, your passport processing, high-risk licences, they're done through us.
It's a high-risk licence?
As in forklift licences.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. What else?
Pay your bills here?
Yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
I just probably took those for granted.
Yeah.
So there's a multitude of identity services, things like I said, working with children checks. You can just come and get general passport photos taken. So there's a transactional side of things, but there's also the mail side of it as well. So out the back is where we get it organised to deliver our letters, parcels, and that's incoming and outgoing. In that busy lead up to Christmas, the room out the back was inundated.
Yes,
exactly. Whereas that's quietened off now, but we've also got to think of outgoing mail. So we have a truck that'll come in and pick up our outgoing mail at 4 o'clock. So there's a lot of things going on. We're very active from sort of 6:30 in the morning till knock off time.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what's a sort of typical day for you guys?
Yeah, 6:30 till 5, but we've got really good staff here, so if I can get away at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, head home and mow lawns or whatever, I do that. But very reliable staff that we're lucky to have.
That's good.
Yeah.
Something you're not probably used to, coming from a nursing background and then moving into a small business?
No, it has been a big change for Greta and I, both nurses, and sort of staff management. Yeah, it's got its pros and cons. We're sort of, we're still learning, even though we've been in the business 6 or 7 years, you're always learning, and it's a business where you've got to sort of think on your feet. Letters are declining. Amy and I spoke about that before, so you've got to sort of think of, other revenue streams or what can you sort of diversify into, so always sort of having to think on your feet. And, and the beauty of our shop is, part of the reason why we bought it, we've got our weekends to ourselves.
Absolutely. So even though it's a, definitely a big commitment, you can't really open late or go away too much.
No,
but
we sort of try and
weekends.
turn a weekend into a long weekend. We might have a half day off on a Friday, but we're a little bit limited as to getting away. But
turning up every day at 6:30. That must be tough.
I enjoy the solitude in the morning.
Yeah,
you
true.
get here with 3/4 of an hour to yourself and turn the radio on, make a coffee.
I was going to say, put the tunes
and get stuck
on.
into it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've been walking past at times and heard the music pumping early in the morning, thinking,
I dial
that's
it up.
right, these guys are in here busy working away, getting everything organised and open the doors at 9 o'clock and that's when you've got the customer facing time, I suppose, to do all that sort of stuff. Well, that's so interesting because a lot of people probably don't think about your business in the 3 different segments, and that's so good that you guys have obviously identified that, and then you can sort of focus and plan and work on each different aspect. And you also sell the Vic Roads, not Vic Roads, V-Line tickets as well for the bus.
Yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, V-Line agent. So we can get you from A to B, and that's quite simple through us. Yeah.
So if people who are locals, want to support your business and, keep the post office going like we do with all the businesses in town, it's just little simple things you can do, like pay your bills online. That actually benefits you guys. Not online, pay your bills here rather than online. Yeah. Same with the V-Line stuff. If you can make it here, and buy your tickets through here, things like that really help. Come in, browse, have a look. There's always an Australia Post catalogue going out, and that's always got some cool stuff in it. You've got phones, like the phones here, and phone plans,
tech
and SIM
stuff,
cards
printers, and like Amy said before, ink cartridges. A lot of the as seen on TV products, they've got a deal with Australia Post, so they were very popular in the lead up to Christmas. So
good. Yeah.
TVs and your smaller TVs and small kitchen appliances and whatnot. So until you actually get in here, you don't really know how much there is. There's like lots of kids' toys, books, so you could come in here for presents and cards and things like that. I'll spin the camera around in a mini. Hang on, I might do it now. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll spin the camera around and do it for a little tour. Oh, get rid of my finger, that'll be good. So we're in the actual gift section at the moment. Is that what you call it? The gift room. Section,
sort of there's cards and, I don't know if people haven't been in here before, but there's sort of...
Yeah, so there's cards, there's gift cards, there's a lot of books, a selection of books.
Yeah, and here's
moving out to the main area.
Front counter. They have 2 service points, and I tell you what, you never have to wait. Well, very rarely anyway, unless it's come in right at 4 o'clock when everyone else is here.
We're busy enough that we've got 2 terminals here.
Yeah, that's great.
And saying that, we're quiet at the moment. So
that's good. It was perfect timing, but they've just got a customer, so I'll go over here. And here's another sort of room. This is a handy little place where you can go and just write out your envelopes.
That's our writing desk, so
do
you can prepare your letters and your parcels.
Stationery section for everyone that's getting ready for going back to school or, that sort of stuff. And Paul has said that we are allowed to go out the back. I've never been out the post office, and I said if I'm interested or curious or nosy, whatever you call it, then probably everyone else is too. So here we go. We get a behind-the-scenes tour. Now, that is, before Christmas, that was absolutely stacked with, packages and things like that. But you got through them?
With the notifications that Australia Post send out via email and text, and people have sort of become well trained, we're able to keep them moving through quite a bit. If something was sitting here for a few days, it's as simple as getting on the phone or through Facebook Messenger and just,
that's good.
Saying, can you come in
because we're locals.
Because we're going to get another big delivery tomorrow, and people appreciate the fact that you go the extra mile to sort of get them the parcel as soon as you can. Yeah,
that's good. You never have to wait. And Paul was just talking me through, like he's sort of down here is where... Do you want to talk us through this, Paul? Like what happens every morning?
In the morning, so this is sort of the rear of the shop. So every morning we have our incoming delivery, which could be 5:30 in the morning. So we'll come in, and this section will be chock-a-block with parcels.
Wow, every day.
And there'll be mail bags, and there'll be tubs of large letters. So then it's a matter of sorting that out into our, there's sort of 3 sorting areas. So we've got our street delivery, as well as a roadside delivery. So the roadside contractors service anywhere between Karoop out to Mead, halfway between here and Leachful
Yeah.
and back out the Island Road. And then we've got a sort for our
All
multitude
the
of post office boxes
so all
as
the
well.
all the little letters go on here, and then get
well,
sorted into the
Martin,
post
our
office
postie
box.
sorts his small letters in here.
Wow, look at that, high tech.
Large letters get
there.
sorted here.
Yep.
And once everything's sorted into its specific areas, whether it be street mail, roadside delivery or post office boxes,
Yep.
then it's a matter of
Putting them in there.
manually loading into
Yeah,
the boxes and
yep.
people collect it from the other side.
So as a customer, when you come in and you collect your mail, you don't actually realise how much has gone.
There's a lot of work
into
that goes on
Exactly.
behind closed doors before 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Absolutely, that's right. Beautiful.
So that's the incoming side of it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the outgoing.
Outgoing, you know, we're emptying these.
Oh, of course. Oh, that's where your mail goes, everyone.
Yeah, so they're the slots out the front, but we
Yeah.
access it from this side. So
Yep.
there's your local mail as
Yep.
well as your other places. So
Yeah.
people try and generally do the right
Yeah,
thing.
exactly, and make it easier for you.
Kahuna's
Yeah.
mail from everything else.
Yeah. Is it Cohuna, Leachville and Gunbarra? That's all right. I was hoping that we'd been doing it correctly at work. So
As well as parcels. So we're assessing parcels. We
Yep.
haven't got a lot of parcels today.
yeah,
There's a big one.
yeah,
These bags are sort of half full of parcels. So
Yep.
by 4 o'clock today,
yeah.
that then becomes our outgoing mail.
Wow.
So,
What a cycle every single day.
Yeah.
And so, how many staff have you got? You mentioned Martin is the town postie, and
yeah, so we've got,
on the bike.
well, aside from Greta and myself, four part-timers. Kelsey's sort of our manager. She's here virtually full-time.
Yeah.
We've got Susie, Kristen and Martin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you're, employer of quite a few people,
Yeah,
and keeping it ticking over. So,
Yeah.
well, that's excellent. And what about what do you reckon the best thing about being in the post office is? I mean, you did say about your weekends, so
Oh, there's long days. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I think it's very satisfying being your own boss. But it comes with a lot of responsibilities and
yeah,
stress.
yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, we don't get away on holidays as much as what we like, but we're in control of our own destiny and
Yeah.
sort of. Greta and I, most of the time, tend to work pretty well together.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions. How do we go?
We have our moments, but we tend to be
Yeah.
sort of a good match. Greta's a very impulsive person, whereas I'm a bit of a procrastinator.
So you're sort of like balancing each other
Yeah,
out.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who came up with the idea of buying the post office?
Well, yeah, we moved back to Cohuna, our hometown, obviously 10 years ago. We got sick of sort of the nursing game,
Yeah.
and we started looking at local businesses that were for sale, and just the Cohuna post office come up, and we thought about it for a while and mulled over it for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Well, I did. Greta
Yeah.
was probably, let's do it. Whereas I mulled.
Yeah.
And it seemed to be a good fit, and especially the fact that, we weren't obligated to open Saturday mornings.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
we found that's an important family time for us.
Exactly, with the kids'
Our
sport.
kids were
and
always
everything.
involved with their sport.
Yeah.
So, it was a good match, so we went for it.
Yep. And did you go back nursing at all, or?
I've still got my ticket. Greta's,
that's good.
Greta's let hers go, so
Yep.
that's always a fallback. But,
Yeah.
I just pay my registration every year and try
Yeah.
and keep up to date with a certain amount of education
Yeah,
that you have to. But
Yeah.
so far, so good. We can see ourselves here for a while.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're like Shannon and myself, what we call returners.
Yep.
Where we, went away, did a few other things, and then
Yep.
have come back to maybe raise our families and
exactly.
contribute back to the amazing place that we grew up in. So,
Yeah.
what do you reckon is the best thing about Cohuna?
I just think the lifestyle, and I for one sort of take the creek and the river for granted, and I do need to head out there more often, but we forget how lucky we've got it here, and I think everyone generally looks out for one another here
Definitely,
in Cohuna, and
definitely. That's the thing. It's a great
yeah,
community.
great community and great people to go along with it.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I'm going to
worries.
probably head off and just do a tour out the front, because I noticed a few things out the front
Yep.
that might be interesting. Just a little plaque that the Historical Society have put around
I think
town. I've
that
actually been looking at them.
Well, the original owner, or the previous owner, Ron Kelly, was the first licensee. Before that, it was in Australia Post corporate hands. So Ron secured the licence off Australia Post, so he
Yep.
was the first licensee, and I I forget what date that was, but I think he was a licensee for 13 years. And,
And
and then we come on board. Exactly.
Yeah, it's so good to see young people come back to the town and, take over. And this is a position of responsibility, I reckon, if something happened to the post office.
And I sort of take that side of it pretty seriously.
Yeah.
And especially coming from a nursing background, privacy and confidentiality is paramount in nursing, but even probably just as much, if not more so, within, the male fraternity will say that, everything's private and confidential and doesn't leave these walls, and I take a lot of pride in keeping it that way.
Yeah. Well, you guys have done such a good job. Congratulations, and thank you for joining Cohuna Co Collective too. So
thank you,
Paul
Amy.
and Greta are one of the amazing businesses that have joined Cohuna Co Collective, and we're going to be doing some great things in the next 12 months and see if we can get more people on board.
Exactly.
And
we look forward to it. We've been to one meeting with Amy and Shannon the other night, and we can sort of see where a bit of a path we'll head down in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's awesome, mate. Well, I'll come back and see you later, but I'm going to head outside, show people. There might be some customers out there. Hope they don't mind being on the live.
I think you'll be right.
Thank you. I'll be back. Here we go. Hi, Alan. Hi, Trevor. Hi, Tina. It says people are watching, so I'm just heading out here. Here's the door. Thanks for watching, everyone. It is hot outside. Hopefully my phone doesn't crack it like last time. There's the boxes. So if you haven't been here before, this is what our beautiful post office looks like. Oh, they're fixing the road. Finally. Oh, Cohuna Post Office. Look at it. Classic. And that's the little thing I was talking about before. So it says here, the new Greek-style post office officially opened 1927, Greek style, which would have been a little bit out there for 1927. Included the telephone and telegraph systems. I think there's like some Telstra stuff over there too. And Ron Kelly, he was the previous owner before Paul and Greta in 1999 secured it from Australia Post. So there you go, everyone. If you've got any questions for Paul or any comments, let us know. Thank you for watching again today from the Cohuna Post Office. And if you have any one that you'd like to dob in for the next Lunchtime with Locals or one in the future, let me know, because I'm always looking for willing targets. And Paul this week and Jenna last week have been absolutely amazing with getting online. I know it's not easy to do, but anyway, hopefully everyone's enjoyed it today, and we'll catch up with you. Bye.